The different jobs of words in grammar are known as parts of speech. The two most important parts of speech are nouns and verbs. A noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. Student, school, book, topic. A verb expresses action or state of being. Run, study, read, is. Nouns and verbs are the foundation of a sentence. You can't have a complete sentence without at least one of each. The student studied. The book is interesting. But, of course, not every sentence is that simple. In good writing, you need to use descriptive language to best convey facts and ideas. That's where these next two parts of speech really come in handy. Adjectives and adverbs. Adjectives and adverbs add levels of description to a sentence by modifying, supporting, and strengthening other words. But it's important to know the difference between the two. An adjective is a word that modifies and describes a noun. That means adjectives are always modifying people, places, things, or ideas. An angry student, a large school, a thick red book, an interesting idea. Angry, large, thick, red, and interesting are all adjectives because they help us better understand each of those nouns. Adjectives can convey emotion, size, color, quality, and more. Adverbs are similar in that they also modify and describe, but here's the catch. Adverbs never modify nouns. Adverbs are always used to describe verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. Let's look at some examples. The student very angrily slammed the door. A rather large school. An extremely thick red book. An incredibly interesting idea. Very, angrily, rather, extremely, and incredibly are all adverbs. Angrily shows the emotion behind the student's action. Very tells us the degree to which that action was angry. Rather tells us that the school is large to a great or considerable extent. Extremely suggests the book is exceptionally thick. Incredibly helps show the extent to which the idea is interesting. Many words take on different forms depending on their job in the sentence. Anger is a noun referring to the emotion of being angry. Angry is an adjective used to describe a person who has anger. Angrily is an adverb used to describe the actions of an angry person. It helps to remember that adverbs often, but do not always, end in ly. Quickly, fortunately, sadly, happily. When you have a descriptive ly word, double-check yourself to make sure that it's not modifying a noun. For example, I have a happily dog. This sentence does not make sense because it is using an adverb to modify a noun, dog. You want to use an adjective instead. I have a happy dog. If you were describing action, you would want an adverb. The dog happily licked my face. Using the incorrect part of speech often changes the meaning of your sentence. Let's look at an example. I feel badly. Using the adverb badly means we are modifying the action, feel, suggesting the speaker is bad at feeling or feels ineffectively. It's much more likely that the speaker wants to express that his or her emotional state is bad. In that case, the sentence should read, I feel bad. Bad is an adjective. It modifies the speaker, I, so we know that the speaker is bad, not the way he or she feels. Another thing to keep in mind is that some descriptive words remain the same whether they are being used as adjectives or adverbs. I enjoy my daily morning jog. I jog daily. Daily is used to describe the jog as an event, noun, or an action, verb. Here are just some of the words that usually stay the same no matter what kind of word they describe. So let's review. The kind of word you are modifying tells you whether you need to use an adjective or an adverb. If you're describing a noun, use an adjective. If you are describing a verb, adjective, or another adverb, use an adverb. Adverbs often end in ly, so that can be a helpful way to identify them. If you're ever unsure about the spelling or job of a word, just check the dictionary. The dictionary will tell you if you're dealing with a noun, verb, adjective, or adverb. It also provides you with alternative spellings and functions for words that perform different kinds of jobs.